So, corn over the past decade, the USDA has typically revised U.S. corn earnings estimates by 50 billion bushels or less in February reports. The largest revision in recent years was 125 million bushels reduction in February 2018. Given the historical pattern, no major changes to corn balance sheets are expected aside from potential slight adjustments due to actual demand developments. So, also, the USDA has a practice of including speculative trade policy impacts in the report unless those policies are officially announced and in effect. So, as a result, it is unlikely that any changes related to Trump's administration potential policies will be included in the reports at this time. Let's look at beans. For beans, USDA is likely to leave exports and crush estimates unchanged. The pace of the U.S. export sales has slowed, but not enough to justify an adjustment to the USDA's 1.825 billion bushel export projection. As the latest export data, the USDA's soybean commitment stood at 1.568 billion bushels, representing 86% of the USDA's annual export projection, which aligns with the previous year's trends. So, the tariff situation with China not expected to have an immediate impact on soybean sales, as China has already been sourcing a significant proportion of its soybeans from Brazil. So we're going to kind of just stay mute on that. So, like wheat, we might see a little bit increase in the ending stocks here. It may leave the 24-25 balance sheet unchanged, though there are concerns about the pace of the, wheat exports. Um, so the current year export commitments stand at 667 million bushels, which is short of the USDA's 850 million bushel projection. Despite the slower start, there is potential for stronger sales in the later half of the marketing year, particularly with Russia and Ukraine exports expected to slow down due to limited export quotas. Ongoing monitoring of the export sales is crucial over the next couple months to see where the USDA's export target can still, and if it can still be reached. So, main points here: corn, potential slight upward revision in exports and ethanol uses, but overall balance sheet likely remains stable. Soybeans exports should stay in line with expectations for the time being, no major revisions anticipated. And then let's look at wheat exports have been slower than expected, but there is a potential for improved sales over the later half of the marketing year due to disruptions in Russia and Ukraine exports. Overall, the February WASDE report is likely to show modest changes with a focus on actual demand and export trends, with no major policy shifts expected at this time.